Thanks a lot, guys. We're at Main Street Veterinary Clinic in Lumberton with Dr. Jenna Hunter, and again, giving us good advice for our pets. And this week I want to talk about the stomachs in dogs, because I have a friend that actually lost a dog. He didn't know, but the stomach got turned and twisted, I guess. Is that how you say it? And the dog died from that. It was a big Great Dane.
Right, and those are the dogs we see, and we call it GDV for short, and it's basically that where a lot of times where it'll come in are young, active, deep-chested dogs, and that's your Labradors, your Great Danes, your German Shepherds. Those are some of the ones we think about, but it could happen in any breed, of course. Yep. And generally what it's usually centered around is the dog has just eaten something, drank a whole lot, and then they're running around playing ball. They're real active, and so that stomach just side to side, and because of the way that the stuff in the dog's belly hangs, it can flip over, and that can be very fatal for our dogs if not caught very, very quickly.
I was going to say, can you get to it early enough to get it to a vet and get the stomach fixed?
Right. If it's a dog that you know is predisposed and you've done everything right, but you see the telltale signs, then it's like, yes, rush to the vet right away. The quicker we get to it, the less damage has been done, and we can potentially reverse everything. And those telltale signs would be is that, of course, your dog's just been outside, you're coming inside. Usually you'll see them almost looking like they're trying to throw up, but yet nothing comes out. They may be pacing, whining, and if you look closely at that belly area, it may look like it's blowing up like a balloon or like a drum. They start to get panicked, they can run fever, they can collapse. Anything along the lines that could be going on.
How long can it be twisted like that before it gets serious? Are we talking hours or days? Or?
Well, definitely not days. And honestly, within hours, it can become a life-threatening situation because it cuts off the blood supply. You actually take your aorta, which runs from up, your heart all the way down, and it will actually clamp off. And that's where it becomes fatal. You lose all blood flow down below that body, kills the stomach wall. And so the quicker it's attended to, the better chances. Still doesn't guarantee survival. However, it's something we do.
Why the bigger dogs? Why is it?
It's just simply because they have a lot more room, I guess you could say, to bounce around.
Right.
Everything in the belly, the way it is, it almost kind of hangs from your backbone. And you can imagine those big old deep chests, they got a lot of room to jiggle in there. Yeah. And they don't usually have near as much body fat as our smaller little dogs that have lots of body fat around that belly, which almost protects that stomach from that occurring.
How common is it?
It's way more common than you'd think. It's so common in certain breeds that we actually have a lot of people that request, when you're inspecting my dog, can you tack the stomach? And what that is we actually attach the stomach to the side of the belly wall to try to prevent it from ever flipping over. So Great Danes are you can probably see it in a good 30% or more of Great Danes. Wow. It just depends on the activity level, the size of the animal, and again, just taking those precautions of not exercising that dog anywhere within an hour before or after a meal.
All right. Another good tips from Dr. Jenna Hunter, and we'll send it over now and check on our pet of the week. Well, here he is. His name is Jet. Here's how Jet ended up at the shelter. They say he wandered up one rainy day looking for cover, and he's never left. If you'd like to give Jet a home, you can call the Lumberton Police Department at 755-2650 and ask for animal control.